The cinema camera world may be on the verge of a major shakeup. Rumors surrounding the Canon C50 have been circulating for months, and recent leaks suggest that Canon is preparing to step directly into Sony's territory with a compact cinema body designed to compete with the widely successful FX3. For filmmakers, content creators, and production professionals, this could represent a pivotal moment. If Canon delivers what the industry expects, the C50 might become the tool that redefines what a small form-factor cinema camera can achieve. A new player in the compact cinema category, Canon C50 is rumored to feature a full-frame 32-megapixel sensor designed specifically for cinematic performance. And like Canon's hybrid mirrorless cameras, which must juggle between still photography and video capture, this model is expected to lean heavily into video. Early leaks suggested a possible 45-megapixel sensor, but more consistent reports now place it at 32 megapixels. A sweet spot that prioritizes low-light performance and video quality rather than chasing headline-grabbing resolution figures. This choice signals Canon's intention to compete with Sony not by mimicking specifications but by refining video performance. For filmmakers, megapixel count matters less than dynamic range, sensitivity, and how the sensor handles real-world shooting environments. If the 32-megapixel design enables excellent low-light results and preserves detail in highlights and shadows, Canon could win over professionals who value reliability over raw numbers. The power of the RF mount. One of the most significant advantages the C50 could bring is its use of the RF mount. Canon's RF lens ecosystem has been praised for optical sharpness, innovation, and consistent performance. By pairing this rumored camera with native RF lenses, users will gain access to cutting-edge optics without the need for adapters. Compared to Sony's E-mount system, which has become well-established but occasionally relies on third-party manufacturers to fill niche gaps, Canon's RF lineup is still expanding but already includes standout lenses. Having seamless electronic communication between lens and body ensures faster autofocus, precise aperture control, and compatibility with advanced features like Canon's variable ND technology in certain cinema-oriented lenses. Open gate recording, a true edge over Sony. One of the most exciting rumors about the Canon C50 is its ability to record in open gate. For those unfamiliar, open gate recording captures the entire sensor readout rather than cropping it to a fixed aspect ratio like 16:9. This allows maximum flexibility in post-production. Filmmakers can reframe shots for vertical, square, or anamorphic formats without losing resolution. It also enables extracting still frames from video with more usable pixels. Sony's FX3, while excellent in many respects, does not offer full open gate recording. If Canon delivers this feature with robust codec options and minimal compromises, it could be a genuine differentiator. In an era when content must adapt to multiple platforms, from widescreen cinema to vertical TikTok clips, open gate recording is more valuable than ever. Autofocus. Building on a proven strength, Canon's dual-pixel CMOS autofocus system has long been regarded as one of the best in the industry. Known for smooth focus transitions, accurate subject tracking, and reliability in challenging scenarios, it has given Canon an edge in video production. The C50 is rumored to carry an updated version of this system, with enhanced subject recognition and tracking capabilities. For solo operators, documentary filmmakers, or run-and-gun shooters, dependable autofocus is not just a convenience. It is often the difference between capturing usable footage or missing the shot entirely. While Sony's autofocus is also excellent, many professionals prefer the natural, fluid look of Canon's focus pulls. If the C50 refines this even further, it will be a compelling reason to consider switching. RAW output in a compact body. Another rumored highlight is raw video output. Traditionally, raw capture has been reserved for high-end cinema cameras far above the $3,000 to $4,000 price range. If Canon enables clean raw output from the C50, either internally or through external recorders, it would make this camera extraordinarily versatile. RAW provides maximum flexibility in color grading, exposure adjustments, and creative choices during post-production. Editors and colorists can extract every bit of information from the sensor, pushing the footage much further than compressed codecs allow. For productions seeking cinematic results on tighter budgets, this could be transformative. How it stacks against Sony FX3. The Sony FX3 has become a favorite among indie filmmakers and content creators who need cinematic quality in a compact form. It combines full-frame low-light performance, professional audio inputs, and compatibility with Sony's E-mount lens library. Its small body allows it to double as a gimbal or drone camera, making it highly adaptable. Canon's challenge is not simply to match these features, but to exceed them. The C50 appears to be targeting areas where the FX3 has drawn criticism. Sony's menu system, while functional, has long been considered clunky for video-centric workflows. Canon has the opportunity to design an interface optimized for filmmakers, prioritizing speed, clarity, and intuitive operation. Then there is the ongoing debate over color science. Sony has improved greatly in recent years, but many creators still prefer Canon's warmer, more organic tones straight out of the camera. For YouTubers, documentary producers, and wedding filmmakers who must deliver footage quickly, having pleasing colors without heavy grading is a major advantage. Practical considerations. Heat and battery life. One of the persistent issues with compact video cameras is thermal management. High-resolution video capture generates significant heat, and small bodies often struggle with prolonged recording. The FX3 is capable but not immune to overheating during extended 4K sessions. Rumors suggest Canon has designed the C50 with improved cooling and more efficient power handling. If this proves true, it would give Canon a real-world edge. For professionals shooting long interviews, events, or live productions, uninterrupted performance matters more than almost any specification on paper. Similarly, if Canon manages to extend battery life beyond Sony's offering, the C50 could win favor among field shooters who rely on endurance. Price positioning. Sony FX3 currently sits near the $3,000 mark, balancing affordability with professional-grade features. For Canon, pricing will be critical. If the C50 lands in the same range or perhaps slightly below, it could attract serious attention, undercutting Sony even by a few $100s while offering open gate recording or output, and RF lens integration would make it extremely competitive. Canon must also consider how the C50 fits into their broader lineup. It will likely serve as a more video-focused option than the R5 or R6, but positioned below higher-end cinema cameras like the C70 and C300. By offering a clear step-up path, Canon can keep creators within their ecosystem as they grow from solo projects to larger productions. Build quality and professional durability. Another expected strength is build quality. Canon cameras have a long-standing reputation for durability, with weather sealing and robust construction that can endure harsh environments. If the C50 inherits these traits, it will appeal to documentary filmmakers, outdoor videographers, and professionals who demand reliability in unpredictable conditions. This contrasts with some competitors that prioritize lightweight designs at the cost of ruggedness. In real-world filmmaking, where gear is constantly transported, mounted, and exposed to the elements, durability can be as important as image quality. Potential weaknesses and skepticism. While the rumors are exciting, caution is warranted. Canon has historically taken a conservative approach to video specifications, often holding back certain features to avoid cannibalizing higher-end models. There is a possibility that the C50, despite its promise, could be limited in frame rates, bit depth, or codec options. Sony has also spent years refining its compact cinema line and building trust among filmmakers. The FX3 is backed by strong firmware updates and an established user base. Canon will need to demonstrate equal commitment to long-term support if they want to win over professionals. Another factor is ecosystem inertia. Many creators are already heavily invested in Sony's E-mount lenses and workflows. Convincing them to switch systems will require not just superior features but also a compelling reason to abandon their current setup. Who should pay attention? For existing Canon shooters, the C50 could be the long-awaited answer to their demands for a dedicated video-first body. It promises seamless integration with RF lenses, Canon's trademark color science, and professional video tools without requiring a jump to larger, more expensive cinema cameras. For Sony FX3 users, the decision will come down to whether Canon offers meaningful advantages. Open gate recording, improved cooling, and raw output could sway some professionals. However, switching ecosystems is rarely simple, and many will wait to see if Canon delivers on these promises before making any changes. The bigger picture of timing of the rumored September 9th announcement is no accident. Camera manufacturers often use the early fall to introduce new products ahead of the holiday season and the following year's production cycle. If Canon reveals the C50 at this time, they could capture market attention just as professionals begin planning for new projects. More broadly, the C50 represents Canon's renewed push to claim territory in the compact cinema market. Sony has dominated this space in recent years, but competition benefits everyone. The pressure to innovate forces both companies to deliver better tools for visual storytelling, raising the standard across the industry. Final thoughts: Canon C50, if it lives up to the current rumors, has the potential to be a game-changer. With a 32-megapixel full-frame sensor, open-gate recording, advanced autofocus, RAW output, and access to Canon's RF lens ecosystem, it checks many boxes that filmmakers have been hoping for. Coupled with improved thermal performance, competitive pricing, and Canon's signature color science, it could emerge as a serious rival to the Sony FX3. Of course, much remains uncertain until Canon makes an official announcement. Specifications may shift, and limitations could temper expectations. But even the possibility of such a camera has already energized the filmmaking community. For some, the C50 may represent the camera they have been waiting for: compact, powerful, and cinematic without compromise. For others, it will be a reason to re-examine their current workflow and consider whether Canon can finally offer an alternative worth switching to. What is clear is that the compact cinema category is entering an exciting phase. The battle between Canon and Sony is set to intensify, and the ultimate winners will be the creators who gain access to better tools for telling their stories.